Hello everyone. Right now I'm in June 2026. In this month, I'm going to start a new series about CMDB. In this series, what it will be content? It will be content CMDB, a little bit of the CSDM, and then a little bit about discovery part. Now, who should watch this video? So this video should be watched by any user who or any person who already know about ServiceNow, who already understand the ServiceNow, and who already have a basic knowledge about ServiceNow admin. So if you have basic knowledge about admin, you know that what is ServiceNow, then you can start this series. CMDB is a very important component into the ServiceNow. So we should learn that all these CMDB things in a deep level, and then we should know that where we can use this CMDB and how we can use that. So after this course, what benefit you can get that? So after this course, you will have a full dedicated knowledge about CMDB, what is CMDB, where it is being used, how we can use that. So if you have gone through these courses, you will get a help on that data foundation exam, as well as you will have very depth knowledge about CMDB and will have some basic idea about discovery as well as CSDM. So let's start one by one. So what is CMDB? The CMDB is we call configuration management database. Although it looks like a very heavy word, but we'll try to break it down one by one. So if we are talking about CMDB, the often or very commonly we talk about CI. So we talk about CI. This is the CI. This is the class. All these terms. So what is the CI? CI is nothing but a configuration item. What is the configuration item? I'll tell you in a layman language. So let's say that this is my ServiceNow instance, and we are going to build this complete session in the Australia release. If you're watching this video after 1 or 2 years, most of the conceptual part will be remain same, but few new features might be added to the ServiceNow. But right now, I'm in the latest patch of the ServiceNow Australia release, and you can see that this is the ServiceNow Australia release PDI looks like that. I'll try to cover this video in a very layman language because this video might be watching by very new joiners or maybe somebody who are expert into the service now. So I'll try to put it in a very layman language. So let's say that you go to this incident, right? So when do we create the incident? Let's say that some unplanned interruption happened to your industry. You go to the incident form and you create the incident. As you can see that this is the incident form. In this incident form, generally user will describe their issue like my monitor is not working, my mouse is not working, or maybe my software is not working. Let's say that my VS Code is not working or any of these website called Apple Store is not working. So you define that in your short description. You define that in the details in your description. Now, when the agent will look that, they can simply go to this and will be a field called configuration item. You can see this is the configuration item. Here you can put your software, your any relevant information. You can put like this in this field. Once you fill this information, let's say that any software information or any hardware information or any mouse related information, the agent can easily track their version, their which version they are using, which license they are using, which key they are using. All this can be relevant or can be find out easily from this, just selecting a specific CI information. Now, although you can see there is a, before CI, we have a service offering. We'll try to cover this also in our future, but CI or configuration item, both are the same, as I mentioned that, and here you can select any tangible or intangible data. So as I mentioned that, CI is nothing but any software packages, any licenses, any IP addresses, anything related to our physical like laptop, mouse, keyboard, all are actually comes under CI. So you can see that these are the laptop. You can see they have a different model number, different percent it is assigned. You can select that. Not only that, computer, you can have software also. You can see this is the .NET framework, .NET SDK. So multiple option, you can simply select that and then you can describe your issue. Once you describe that, the agent can understand, okay, so this is the software which having some problem or this is the hardware having some problem. and then they can further debug like in this software what all information or what serial number or what is issued. So using that helps us to identify and then debug further. So now next question might be in your mind, like where all this information are stored, like this CI information or this laptop information or hardware information, where this has been stored. This has been stored under a table, particular table called CMDB underscore CI. So CMDB underscore CI is the parent table, or you can understand for the timing, CMDB underscore CI is a table where all this information are stored. All this hardware, all this software, IP address, serial number, as I mentioned, all these are information are stored into this table. We just refer that table and then select that field. Okay, I'll just quickly open this table and show you that in a minute. So I'll just put this CMDB underscore CI, then I put dot list. So this way we can open a particular table and then we can find out all this information. So I'll just hit that enter and it will be open and show the list of CI record. So as you can see, this is the table of the CMDB CI, okay? And in this table, you can see that all this information is storing here. Now we have 2,700 almost data in this table. We can load the data or we can put the information, but this is the table where all this in your organization, all this your hardware, software, or tangible, intangible information will be stored here. So you can go to this next, and you can find out further, like clicking by next, you can find out that. So if I filter out that computer, let's see that what all information is there. So if I filter out that, you can see that some of them are software, some of them are rack information is there. So you can see in the CMDB CI table or CMDB underscore CI table have information about hardware, software, rack, any information. Let's see that what all, next question is that what type of all information are there into the CMDB CI table. So we'll click this all again and we'll find out that what type of all this information this table can store. Okay, so we can go and then right click on the class and then group by the class. So if you see that if I group by with the class, there are multiple type of information stored into this table. Network gear, mass storage device, Linux server, IP switches, IP router, email server. So there are multiple type of information, multiple type of software, hardware information we can store into this configuration item. And this type like computer, cluster, application, Linux server, this we call the class, right? As I group by with the class, you can see these are the class. So what does it mean by class? Server is a class. Then we have computer is a class, right? Then we have a database is a class. Disk is a class. So these all are class. IP router is a class. IP switch is a class. Now, if I do more further breakdown, like if you see that further breakdown, server, what type of all server we have? Linux server we have, Windows server we have. So this further server have a further class called Linux server, Windows server. So this is the Linux server, and I don't have any Windows server, but this is the further breakdown of the server. Okay, so if you break down the server have a Linux server, and then we have a Windows server. So class is nothing but type of CI, and then that one class can be break it down in a further information, like server can have break it down into the further class. So we understand that what is CI. As I mentioned that we understand that what is CI. We understand that what is class. Let's understand that what is attribute. So attribute is like a field. Let's understand that what is attribute. Attribute like a field. Let's say that if you are opening any information or any table information, you can find out further information. Let's say that if I am opening any of this Linux server, so this is all our Linux server. If I open that, they have multiple fields, small field. And one of the field you can already see the location, manufacturer, description. These all we call attribute. So if in the server or in that Linux server or Windows server, we are putting a lot of information there. We are storing that lot of information like a server where it is running, what is the host name. All this information we are storing in a particular field, or and that field we call that attribute. So attribute is nothing but, as I said, that it's just a field or a table field where we can put information. Like as you can see that manufacturer, location, description, maintenance schedule, all these are actually a attribute. So that's it for today. Yeah, I hope you understand that what is CI, what is a CMDB, what is the importance of the CMDB, who can watch that, what is the CI attribute. We'll further break down these sessions. We'll do a lot more practical exercise. We'll bring some actual use cases via end user and the agent point of view, how that CMDB will be maintained, who will be loaded the data, how the data can be loaded to the CMDB. We'll discuss all this information in our upcoming sessions. Thank you very much. Have a great day.